Alright, well, it's official. The Wheel of Time TV show has been cancelled, according to Deadline. I find talking about the cancellation to be as difficult as I found trying to review the show. I'm a fantasy fan that just wants to find great fantasy stories that hook you emotionally and are just a good time. Season 1 came out. It was pretty mediocre. I was rooting for it. I was like, just maybe it'll get better, you know? And Season 2, slightly better. Still pretty mediocre. Like Season 1, lower end of mediocrity. Season 2, higher end of mediocrity. I heard Season 3 was even better and actually pretty good. Now, I didn't watch Season 3. And probably a lot of you didn't as well, which is why it's canceled. Man, having a rough first 2 seasons, it's hard to come back. It's hard to tell somebody like, wait till Season 3, then it gets good. There's so many good shows out there right now that most people aren't going to want to sit through 2 seasons of, some parts are kind of good. Some parts are cool. Some less so. Watching it, I never had that feeling of like going to work the next day and telling my coworkers like, oh, did you see last night's episode of The Wheel of Time? Like that never happened. I never had the impulse to. I know some fantasy fans in real life. Like Game of Thrones had plenty of those moments where you watch an episode Sunday night, Monday morning, go into the office, and somebody holds the door open. You're like, hold the door. And they're like, oh, man, no. Ugh. And people watched it and were excited. Nobody in real life that I knew was excited to talk about it. It's frustrating because it seemed like millions of people, like it seemed like they have a massive fan base of people who really enjoyed the books. I read the first book, which I actually really liked. I enjoyed it, and I'll probably continue on with the series at some point. A lot of people complain that the first book is a lot like Lord of the Rings, but I liked Lord of the Rings, and it kind of hit the same vibe, and I was into it. I was like, okay, I'm in. Let's go. And then Season 1 of the show came out, and I was like, maybe I'll hold off. And it just didn't hit the same. It was hard to recommend the show to other people. Like, yeah, it was a fantasy show, and if you want to watch something with magic and like a big epic story, yeah, I mean, it has those elements in the story. Deciding to watch The Wheel of Time is a lot like when you're sitting at home and you're looking for a snack, but you haven't went shopping for a while, and so you just kind of scrounge up something that'll get the job done. The Wheel of Time was the buttered toast of fantasy series. Like, yeah, it was food, and it's not the worst thing, not the best thing, but it's just kind of something you scrounge up when there's nothing good, you know? If you have something good, you go for the good thing, you know? And it felt like it was so close. And maybe in Season 3, it was good enough. But after two seasons of just kind of meh, it's hard to get people excited, you know, and to keep watching. Especially now there's so many great TV shows, great movies, just social media as a distraction. There's great books coming out. There's just so many ways to spend your time. It has to be worthwhile. And it just didn't feel like it. Like I was like, I heard Season 3 did a lot better. I heard it was good. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll watch it. Not right when it comes out, but like, I'll get around to it. Maybe I will still watch Season 3 just so I can know, like, for the people who said it was good, can I trust your opinion? You know? It's frustrating. Because, man, I really want to see fantasy shows do well. You know, I feel like Rings of Power probably will go the same route. I mean, it's another show where it's just like, okay, Season 2 is slightly better than Season 1, but still not great. And it's like they're throwing all this money at these shows, and they can't seem to just get the concept of, if there's a story there that it's based off, just use the story. Now, in Rings of Power, of course, it's not really based on anything specific. It is just they're just kind of doing their own thing, which is dangerous to play in Tolkien's world when you're not a writer of the same caliber as Tolkien. Like I don't know. This is not a great idea. It's just like, man, these companies keep throwing massive amounts of money towards these projects, but forgetting the most important thing, which is if you bought the rights to a story that has a massive fan base built in already, all you have to do is adapt that story. Just take that story, make it live action, bring it to life so people can see it, and if you have to tweak a few things here and there just so it makes more sense, or cut some things out for time, or maybe you want to fill in. I think the only place you can really add is if like something happened off page in the book that it was kind of like insinuated that that thing did happen, but they didn't show it. You could show it, but to take a story and try to make it your own thing, that's not the way. It's not the way. It doesn't work out. And again, we have a company that threw massive amounts of money at something and it failed because they didn't just adapt the story. It seems like it's a layup. It's so like you just take the story people like, do that. That's all you have to do. And they didn't do that. So they lost like half the fan base. And if they could have just made a great story anyways, even if they were like, you know what? We don't care. We don't care about the IP that we spent a ton of money on. We're going to write our own great story kind of in this world. If they did that and it was still a great story, people would still watch. Like, I only read book 1. I wasn't that attached to the series. I would have kept watching. But it wasn't. It's like you took a great story and made something less. And then, I don't know if they were surprised when not as many people turned up, by season 3 comes out and people are like, whatever. So, you all know what's coming next, right? I hate to say it. It's gross. But, the next time we get a major adaptation like this, instead of a studio spending, millions of dollars or billions or whatever it is, they're going to make it with AI. You just know it's going to happen. I hate it so much. But that's where we're going. These executives, they don't care. They don't care about the art. They don't care about people or the artists making things. They just want to make money. And again, it still blows my mind that you buy the rights to a story that people will buy and have paid for and will give you money for and will support. And you don't just stick with that story. You change things, and again, it doesn't make any sense. But these same guys are going to be like, you know what, AI is pretty good now. They have voices, and we can do it for pennies. A fraction of the price of hiring actual actors and artists and things like that. So give it like a year or two. Probably 2 years. Somebody's going to pitch a fantasy show that's going to be AI, and it's going to be gross. Ugh. But yeah, I don't know. Show's canceled. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? It seemed like the fans of the books were pretty split. I want to say 50-50. Hard to tell. But let me know what you think. Later.